Ain't that your friend? You know the one you can depend. Ain't that your friend? Don't fuck with him cause that's my kin. Ain't that your friend? You know my team, we go way back. Ain't that your friend? So let's sit down and have a chat. Like anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend. I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, right there. Anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend. I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, right there. Yeah.
Hey y'all.
Ain't that your bestie?
Ain't
Hey,
that
Jerm.
your friend? Hey y'all. Hey Bryce.
Give them the
Hey.
vocal. What's going on with you?
Girl, I just woke up from a nap, so I'm a little woozy. Last time I was energized from my nap, but now I'm just woozy.
I was just about to tell the people this is Jerm in rare form. Fresh from a nap, that means he's gonna act a fool. Y'all don't know.
Y'all already know. But we're talking about something that's just very dear to our hearts today. So of course,
yes, but you know you can't give it to him dry like that. You got to get that shit wet first.
I know I wasn't gonna give it to him dry.
Let me start off. You know I love to talk, child. That's why we here. I have a rant for. I don't know about the bump. They're bumping, not like that though. But hold on, we don't want to give the girls the wrong impression. But I have a rant for y'all ass. Okay, rant of the week. Play the theme music. Let's start.
Ooh,
y'all,
we need a theme song.
We do. I want to talk about right now. If y'all don't see, I have on my helmet of salvation, and I just got a retwist last week, so I really could just be raw dogging it, but I'm not because these lock products, they gotta go. And this is really a message to my favorite hairstylist, my sister, because I'm scared to tell her in real life. I hate her products. Like, I be bringing my own products, and then she be mixing my products with her products, and she thinks her products work better. And it's no shade.
Are they black owned?
Probably not.
How are you going to use products for locks and they're not black owned?
Jerm or natural. Because I don't care if the Filipinos bought it, if they own it or whatever, but let it be natural products. So when I'm in the store, I'm reading the labels. I'm like, now what is this? What's this? Right?
Yeah.
My good sister don't do all of that. So, and I'm not talking about her like a cat or nothing. I'm gonna tell her how I said this before she hears this, of course. But it's just like, I appreciate the effort because her stuff does hold down. Turn down the lights. Okay. It holds it down, right? Save the world from darkness.
That was from Martin.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, it holds the stuff down. It holds your hair really well. But it has to be like alcohol or some product in it that is fucking with my scalp. Because I do not have this issue when I use my products by myself. She gave me the nastiest retwist and gave me a cute style and everything. Jerm, that is disrespectful. I should not agree to that. I don't know. Hopefully not.
I'm just asking a question. I'm sorry, sister, if I offended you.
Black people don't go to Sally's on purpose. You go to Sally's because you have to.
Some people go to Sally's for products that I know. So it's just like
Sally's is everybody else's clothes and I need my hair done. That's what Sally's is for.
I mean, I just go to my local beauty supply store like every other black girl in the hood. So
now me, I don't go to my local beauty supply. I go to the ones where they treat me nice, where they treat me like a human.
They don't treat you nice any. I mean, I know there's some bad ones, but
I have some horror stories, and it's not. Even, it's never been like crazy. I just don't like. Treat me like you treat the next bitch. Like
treat me like a
booty, rocking everywhere. Okay. Because why I went to this one. This is a long ass time ago. I don't go to that one anymore, of course. But I walk in this one, and they never really spoke to me. I had been there several times.
Oh yeah, when they don't speak to you, girl, you gotta.
But mind you, I didn't mind until because I thought it just wasn't that type of that vibe, right? Girl. I didn't mind until one day I'm in there and it's a girl in front of me like checking out, and the girl walks up and the lady at the counter, I think she was like not the wife, the owner or the owner's wife. She looked
Oh,
like she
Lord.
ran the place for real. Like she wasn't just a regular employee.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, hey, da 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 da, just talking to. And this, I don't think it's a race thing. I really think hoes just be playing with me for no reason. Because the girl in front of me is black, so she's talking to the black girl. Hey, girl, oh, what you getting? You not getting this oil? Da da da. All right, you have a good day. Bye. I'm ready for mine. Hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. I walk up, hand her my shit. She like, beep, beep. All right, that's gonna be 1820. I was like, bitch, where is my hello? Where is my how are you?
Wow.
Whatever happened to
hello? How are you? How are you doing?
when I tell you, mind you, that's so small, right? But I was so mad because I just saw you interact with the person in front of me, and
It's
you get like,
microaggressions. It's
I
shit
was like,
that.
do I look like I steal?
No, seriously.
Because I don't, unless you're a
Girl,
corporation.
unless you don't even got nothing worth stealing up in this bitch. Calm down.
I like to scam big business, baby. I don't steal from the people trying to make it. Okay,
exactly.
But y'all,
local.
back to the locks products.
Okay.
Buy the shit without. You said what?
My man cooking.
Girl, nobody wants you rubbing that shit in. Get back to work. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure this shit don't got no alcohol in it because my scalp is begging. Mind you, it's been a week.
Mm-hmm.
My scalp is begging for me to wash it. Okay, with an R. Wash it. I can't take it.
Yeah.
I can't take it, y'all.
Okay.
I'm over it. So, love my sister. Thank you for doing my hair.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be
more black-owned products that help.
Natural. Because you're right. It may not even be supernatural, but if it's black-owned, they're not gonna put stuff in it that's gonna mess with my sensitive scalp.
Because there's some stuff that I use that I love, and then no shade to my sister either. She been doing my hair, and my hair hasn't like really been the same. Like you said, I be getting sometimes some dry patches, and I'll be like, girl, my hair wasn't doing this before when I was using my black-owned products. So we're gonna have to go back to the rivers and the lakes that we used to. Okay,
bro.
So
we black and we proud over here.
Exactly. So we're gonna have to go back to where where we can be at. I don't even know where I was going with that, but anyway.
Now, Jerm, before I just inundate you with one more rant
of my own. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say this is something to do with work, because if I'm on break and I'm enjoying my 30-minute break, resting, I expect other people to respect that time. Because if you don't respect that time, I'm gonna just add more time to my break. So why this lady at my job, she keeps bothering me on my break, coming outside. I work security, by the way, if people don't know. So she keeps coming outside smoking 10 cigarettes per hour, pissing me off, wondering what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm gonna have to move my car to address that problem, because you're not finna keep coming to my car.
She's walking up to your car?
Yes, knocking on windows. Like, next time,
no,
because I'm really
that's crazy.
Exactly,
Jerm, this is crazy.
Exactly. So I'm really finna have to check her. You know what I'm saying? Have to pack her up, just because this bitch ain't got no teeth. She ain't got no withal. She old country bumpkin. Okay, this bitch ain't got no damn manners, and you can tell. And it's just like, I really don't want to go off on anybody, grandma, but I'm gonna have to check her.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking of my grandma when you said that.
I'm gonna have to check her off the list, okay? Just saying. So the next time y'all hear me on my rant, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, because I'm gonna have to check her.
I know this isn't the problem solving segment, but I love to solve a problem.
Of course.
And I know it annoys you. Have we tried to communicate with Miss Lady about?
I will when I check her.
Because I love to just be straightforward with people.
Exactly. Stop fucking coming to my car, knocking on the window. Like, don't do that.
I probably won't say it like that, but
I won't say it like that. But I'm gonna be like, ma'am, I'm on my break. Please stop coming to the car, knocking on the window. And like, if I'm on the clock, that's something different. But I'm going to enjoy my break. And the more you come to my car, I'm going to ignore you.
Miss Sally, I like to have my me time. This job is stressful, as you know. So give me space, please. Smile. A little smile at the end.
I'm going to just ignore the bitch. I'm on my break. I'm on my break.
I mean, hey, it's just work. Nobody cares. These
I'm
people
on
are
my
not.
break.
They're not your forever crowd. So
Exactly. I'm on my break.
Jerm, can I tell you one more thing? I should wait till next week, but I'm gonna forget.
I'm on my break.
No, you're not, girl. You're on the clock. Okay. One more thing, Jerm.
I'm gonna tell her. That's what I did. But what's up?
Got accosted last night. Oh my god.
Oh no.
And it's not a rant for real. It's just a mini little rant, a little tirade, if you will.
Okay.
Minding my business, doing what I do, getting my extra money with Uber. And this man gets in my car.
Oh,
okay.
It's always a man.
Always a man. The women are so nice, so demure, agreeable. They don't bother nobody unless they be telling me to turn on the music. I don't like all that. I done told y'all before. This is a silent car. Okay. I don't like all that.
Put them in.
Put them in, baby. When I look in that rearview mirror, I need to see you scrolling on your phone. Don't look at me. Okay, what are you looking at?
Baby, they trying to look for you for the DJ job. Okay, DJ.
Well, that's not what this is.
Turn that fucking music white. Well, turn that funky music white. Wait, what'd she say? Turn that funky
music on, white girl. Play that funky music, white girl.
Okay. Play that funky music, white girl. Okay.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
But they really do say that though, Jerm. They be like, "So what type of music do you like? Just play whatever you like." I'm like, "Girl, we are not going to be listening to Chun-Li." Like, because when I start blasting Chun-Li and Barbie Dangerous, then it's a problem. Now you offended, you know?
Wow, no, that's hilarious.
When these men get in my car, and now all of a sudden I'm playing Freakum Dress. Now you are uncomfortable. Because all the ladies are you banging? Just like, y'all don't want all of that. Y'all don't want all of that for real, you know?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Now that's funny. You know, I used to hate when I get into Ubers and they would be talking to me and I'm like, damn bitch, I got my headphones on for a reason. Like, why are we talking? Like,
can we have people?
I used to hate that. Like, they'd be like,
but because I don't start conversations with people, I can tell when somebody is trying to get something from me because I'm not a very talkative type of person when I'm doing Uber.
I bet you.
I sit here and yap with you, but like with them, I do that like literally just like that, Jerm. I heard you the first time, but because I don't want to talk, I'm like, "What'd you say?" Like I want you to know I'm listening to something. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm like, "You said something?" Oh yeah. So this guy, he gets in my car. I don't want to make fun of people, but let's just say he did not walk up to the car with the smoothest little pimp walk. It was given. It would actually
Robin.
Girl, it literally looked like a pimp actually. So let me say that it was like a pimp stroll, but like not in a smooth way, not in a cute way.
Okay.
But I don't know him. It's no judgment.
Mm-hmm.
He gets in the car, right, and we smell immediately. I don't want to say he smelled like shit. I would rather say he smelled like a baby's diaper that needed to be changed. But honestly, it was late, so maybe he had just been out all day. I don't know. But it just smelled like work, girl. He smelled like work, okay? So, yes, that face right there. But it wasn't like overpowering. I got my air fresheners in there. I know how not to breathe. You know, I cannot breathe for 10 minutes. So I was willing to just push through. This was the last ride of the day. I got my money. I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Y'all, why does this guy start flirting with me of all people? Now, I'm not one to be vain, but do y'all see me?
Lying.
Do y'all see me? Oh my gosh. And mind you, I knew he was gay from the time he walked into the car because he did like the Wendy Williams "How you doing" thing, but he didn't say "How you doing." He was just like Bryce, like that. Something like his hands were bent.
Was he
like
older?
That. Older than me, of course. He looked like 30, 40, something like that.
Okay, yeah, but I'm trying to picture it. Okay, keep going.
White gay, if I didn't say that. Yeah, so already not my type. Like, what about me gives you have a shot? I don't know. But hey, I understand it. Maybe he's just the most confident person. Oh, he was also clearly tipsy, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't just talk like that in general. But he looked like he had been drinking. So all of that tackled on top of each other. Mm-hmm. He didn't smell like alcohol. He smelled like a baby's diaper, remember?
Yeah, baby shit.
Specifically babies. Because I just saw my niece a week ago, and look, it gave toddler. Okay? Yeah, anyway. So he's like, so I was looking at your profile in the app, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I've heard that there are like reviews on your Uber profile. And I said, oh, okay, what does it say? He's like, it doesn't say anything. It just, says your name and how long you've been doing it. And I was like, okay.
Your point.
I'm assuming now I understand he was telling me he was looking at my picture. That was his point. Mm-hmm. It's an old picture, though. It was from like back when I first created the app. So it's not even as cute as I am right now. But I was just like, okay. I didn't ask him any question beyond that. I just said, oh, okay, right. Mm-hmm. It gets quiet again 2 minutes later. So, you live around here? I'm like, yeah. I always act like I don't know where I'm at when they say that. I'd be like, yeah, I think this is East Dallas. Yeah, I'm around here. I just say, I agree, right? He's like, oh, okay. So, are you in a relationship? I said, who, me?
No, you're funny as fuck. Who, me?
He's like, yeah, you. And I was like, oh, yeah. It got quiet again. He said, so you have a partner? Like, you have a partnership? And I was like, okay. Yeah. I did it really awkwardly on purpose. I was like, yeah. Because I was like, bitch, are you trying to catch me in my lie? Like, I'm lying to you.
Yes, yeah, right.
You're not going to make me stop lying to you, babe.
Right.
Like,
this girl trying to know your tea. Like, oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I just thought that was crazy. Because how do you ask me twice and I done already told you I am married. I'm a married woman.
Right. Why?
Y'all, if y'all don't know, I don't got nobody. But that's not his business.
He married to himself. That's all that fucking matters. Okay, continue with baby shit.
Oh no, that was all. It's just the way he was being pushy. Because then he asked me a couple questions in between that, like asked me if I speak Spanish, and he said I looked Hispanic. That's why he wanted to know. And so never mind. He wasn't white. He was speaking Spanish. I remember that. So he wasn't white. Yeah, he just looked white. But it was crazy. A crazy experience. Just because. Oh my God! Why am I being looked at as a piece of meat? I'm just trying to drive the girls where they're going.
Exactly. This is not
what that is. And it's never the fine ones. Oh my God! Y'all don't know. I have just let the finest man in my car just randomly because I don't be looking every time they walk up, and I just open the door and I unlock the door and I be like, damn. Those people never bother me. They just say what's up. I say what's up, and it's never nothing. It's always the funny looking ones. So. I just want to advise everybody, if somebody is not responding back to your inquisitiveness with more inquisitiveness, lay off, because that means they're not interested. And I don't want to have to be weird and, lose my potential tip. He didn't tip me, of course. But I don't want to have to worry about losing money because I want to tell you.
Get some of the sugar for free.
Back up.
Yeah.
Back up and say so,
I was finna say I seen there was this boy, and shout out to him at Chick-fil-A because he was very handsome and he gave me great service. Gave me a big bowl of mac and cheese. But he came up to my car and just gave me some. You know what? Let me not even talk about that because I got a man in the other room.
You cannot leave me. Shantae's got a man in the other room. I know that's right. But you cannot leave us hanging like that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got to.
Yeah, he's trying to. All right. Maybe next week we'll find out what happened.
Right. On the next Dragon Ball Z episode.
Ball Z.
Yeah.
For right now, though, Jerm.
Yes.
We're about to talk about something that we are both literally obsessed with.
Okay.
Tell the people what it is,
sir. Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell y'all. It's about songwriting. Woo! Everybody clap your hands. I wish we had like a soundboard thing where everybody like, you know how Freddie from iCarly had like the soundboard, or that was Sam, and they had the people. Well, not a real audience, but a crowd.
It's called a studio clap. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I did
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Oh, can I tell y'all something before we get into songwriting?
What is it, girl?
I can hit higher notes than Jerm, even though he's a tenor, and I don't think he wants to accept that.
Okay.
I just don't sustain them as well as he does, but the range, and Jerm knows this. I used to be able to do whistle notes. I'm a bass, so not really anymore. But just I want to talk about like from the beginning.
Okay.
I had higher notes than you, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that.
Why this girl always gotta make it a competition? Like, okay.
Because I just thought about when I did that, I was just like, wait, I really used to be able to sing up there. You can still sing up there, but back in the day, you didn't want to see me.
Girl, not with my. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Don't act like you're letting me have it, Jerm. You know I used to be able to hit them notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, how good they were, that's not the point. I used to be able to get up there is my point.
Yeah, he was really that girl, y'all. He trying to tell y'all.
All right, Jerm. See, it's not fun if you don't play along. I can't.
What are you talking about? I am playing along. I'm letting the girls know you was eating me up with the Mariah notes. Like,
that's exactly what I was referring to.
Mm-hmm, I know. I remember.
Anyway, Jerm, speaking of Mariah, let's talk about songwriting, bitch.
Okay, please. Let's get into it. Right. Yeah.
When did you realize that you were going to be literally one of the songwriters of our generation? Tell me. Paint the picture.
Girl, this was circa 2009, 2010. And
damn, you old.
I know, girl. Katy Perry was topping the charts back then, so people don't know what that feels like. And also Nicki and all the pop girls was.
Why did you just pack Katy up like that?
Katy.
That was so shady.
That was not. Was that shady for real?
You said that they don't know what it feels like to see Katy Perry topping the charts.
I'm shady to the people because they always shitting on her name like she really wasn't that girl. Like, come on now, she was everybody's favorite tea back in the day at the birthday parties. Okay,
she's becoming one of those people that is like popular to hate, which I actually think is a beneficial thing. It just creates longevity in your career when people hate you for sport.
Exactly. But I just bought my girl's vinyl, and it is so beautiful, by the way.
Well, you got it.
For her new album, right? I sure did. But yeah, I want to say, for me, what made me wait? What was the question? Because I done flew off track.
Oh, sorry, bitch. You sounded like Aretha Franklin. Remember when she said, what did she say? The hardest part of the day for me is to figure out what to cook for dinner. Yeah. Every day.
I fucking agree with that. Yes. I agree with that. Because what do I need to eat today?
The question. Okay. My question was, when did you know that you were going to be like one of the girls when it comes to songwriting? Like, you were going to really put your foot into it every time.
When I heard Katy Perry Hot and Cold, and I'm like, wow, this is a really good pop song. And I was hearing good pop music back then. I wanted to write my own pop songs. So that's what I started doing. I started perfecting my craft way back then. And that's when I started looking at songwriting a whole different way once I began to become older. And I saw people like you taking time in your craft and being intentional with your songwriting, not to like put you and give you a little extra sauce, because you don't need it, girl. You're already on a high horse in general. But
he doesn't believe that. He knows I respect him so much. I just like to play with the bitch.
Okay, anyway, but yeah, I just look at songwriting a whole different way, because people like Nicki Minaj as well, who take their pride in writing and really just being intentional with writing and knowing what you're talking about. So I fucks with that's what made me a great writer that I am today in that regard, I guess. If that answers your question. But I guess I can ask the same question to you. When did you get your start on writing? Or actually, I have my own set of questions for you, Girly Pop. Who inspired you to start songwriting, and what makes a great songwriter in your opinion?
Okay, that is a great question. You know, I have so many opinions. So
Girl, when do you not?
What really makes I want to say, to answer your question, the people who inspired me to begin with, let's start there. I think I told y'all this in like the second episode, but it's always going to be Mariah. It's going to always be Beyonce. And like Jerm said, Nicki Minaj, because those are people who are intentional. That leads into your second question. Intentionality is what makes a great songwriter. No matter what you want to talk about, like I don't care if you want to talk about the sun, the moon, and the stars. Talk about your I can't even say the word. Your puss.
Your badge.
Or your boom cat. Okay. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Boom
but
cat.
You gotta. Okay. You gotta. Too much. Okay. But you gotta be willing to really put your puss into it for real. Put all of your heart into the song, no matter what the topic is about. Push it and push it some more, and say no, that's not good enough. I'm gonna try it again.
Yeah.
It's the what are people gonna think when they hear this beyond just the vibe and the bop, and they might think the beat is hot. Can they actually get something from the music or from the words that I'm saying, not just the music? That's what I'm trying to say. I thought about that for a long time. I didn't want to be that type of artist that just does any and everything because I want to be lit or I want y'all to twerk. I want to give you something that you think it's a nice little got your shoulders moving type of situation.
Right.
But then you go listen to it or you go read the lyrics on Apple and you're like, oh, wow, this was really well written. I think I started with poetry, which is why I had that type of intention. I've always known that I wanted to be an artist. So I knew we were going to get to music, but I was on Langston Hughes, babes. I was reading that stuff like the Bible. I don't know why, but I would just sit there and say it with such command. I don't know.
Now, you want to know something? I know you said you started out with poetry. I started off with like writing stories or telling stories.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Song journals and stuff. I think that's how I got my start in songwriting. Because I don't think I've said that, but you just ignited like something in my brain.
Yeah.
But wow, that's really interesting. Poetry. Okay. Snap.
And if you ever look at a poem that's written by the greats, like Langston Hughes, and there are a few other people, can't really remember their names, which is why I kept saying Langston, but
Maya Angelou, wasn't she a poet as well?
Yeah. I don't really recite her. I'm sorry, not recite her. I didn't really read her poetry.
Oh, okay.
Back in my day.
And the sun.
Maybe it was like the library in middle school. They only had Langston Hughes, so that's what I kept getting. But
remember
they had
book fairs. No,
before my time, babe. I just wanted to make you feel old. Of course, I remember.
Of course you do. But wow, okay.
So I would literally dissect those books because I had nothing else to do.
Right.
I wasn't gonna pay attention in class. So Langston would be talking about life struggles or how hard it is to be a black gay man. Didn't nobody know that back then.
The gay man?
Girl, I'm not outing him. He's been dead for a century.
That's
but
T. Langston. He's
talking about it, and it's not overt. It's not on the surface. It's very much under the sea. So, because at that time, he couldn't really say it. And there's this poem that I believe he said it came from his mother. My life, I'm sure you've heard the term, my life ain't been no crystal stair.
I've heard that, yeah.
The whole poem is like, basically, in so many words, my life has not been a perfect staircase. It's all types of nails and glass shards and a bunch of shit wrong with the staircase, but I still had to climb.
Right.
I still had to get upstairs, babes.
Okay.
So I really connected with that at like 12 years old. Like, oh, wow, he's talking about life being hard for the certain hardships that he's had to experience and that he has to carry, like being a black gay in the 20s. Of course, you make one wrong move and you're dead.
Right.
So he said it in such an eloquent way to where almost 100 years later, it's impacting me.
Okay.
So I just thought that was something, when people listen to my music well after I'm gone, I want them to be able to connect it with something going on in their life. So I don't write on the surface of, no shade to the girls that do, it's Friday night, I'm going out, I'm gonna have a good time. I want to tell you that, right? But like in a way more well thought out, crafted way to where it's woven into oh, what's going on with this bitch? Oh,
It's
why did he
Friday
need to go
night,
out
my heels
and have a good time?
clacking. Right.
Yeah.
I'm finna
I
go
might,
to the
you
club.
just saying that, I'm going to start out with click, clack, clack, click, clack.
Hey.
Going
hey.
out and I'm going to throw it back because he
Hey.
the same shit and they
Hey.
ain't worth shit. Hold on.
Word. Okay. He got him a hit. Okay, period.
Okay, but no,
click clack.
but literally, I'm gonna call it click clack, and then we're gonna talk about when I'm walking down the street. You hear the click clack, all the boys turn back, like,
Hey,
what? Who's
whoa,
that? Okay.
You got the bars. Okay, real
But,
lyricist right here. We seen it in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, he just made a song from thin air.
it's fun though. I love to
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
So the only thing I would say is that really thinking about it. So instead of just leaving it on the surface, go a little bit below that and say, how else can I describe what I'm trying to get across?
Okay.
That's
Now,
being intentional.
I will say, I remember I was writing a song with someone, and I wrote me a verse that I thought was amazing, and he read it. He was like, "Sing it for me." So I sung it for him, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't think that's it." He was like, "It's too much on the surface. I think you should dig a little bit deeper." So when he said that, I was like, "Well, damn!" Like I had to go back and sit. This is like the first time I've ever been challenged as a songwriter, so I had to go back and sit and think of another verse, and I'm like, damn, this is probably what Nicki Minaj go through as far as like writing different verses and stuff. So I wrote me a whole different verse, and it was even better than the first verse I've written. And I was like, dang, like I really like he really made me push my pen. And not to give that boy credit, because he tried to take that song back. Oh my god, my pearls. But
I think I know who this is.
Yeah, but I was like, whoa, like he really helped me push my pen and helped me realize that you can't just skate on by as far as writing goes. You, like you said, you have to be intentional and know exactly what you're talking about, because you really want the people to connect with your words, just so they can go through life and be like, oh man, I remember hearing this song. When they hear a song for the first time, it takes them to a place, it takes them back to a place in time that they can remember. And that's my ultimate goal as far as songwriting goes. Like I want people to remember for the rest of their lives. So yeah, I definitely relate to you on that tip.
That's been my intention, beyond proving to myself that I can do something that I've wanted to do since a child. I want to make people feel more than just a good vibe. I want them to cry in so many ways. Whether it's tears of joy because you just feel seen, or tears of this bitch is really knocking on some real shit right now.
Right, she's taking it.
So that's why I lean into emotional songs, because it's really easy for me to just pour out what I'm feeling and then tie it up in a way that is relatable, but also has a lot of substance to it.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to do that in a fun way, because you challenged me to do that a while ago. And I told you, girl, once you hear this project, we're bouncing shoulders, but we're still gonna feel, okay?
Okay. Oh,
that's the goal.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Super ready for that.
But shout out to the people who are really good at fun music that is just lighthearted, because that is necessary. But right now, we're talking about songwriting, okay? The skill.
Girls, get your hair fixed. Get your nails done.
Get your nails done. Put it in a mouth and say,
okay. We love the fun songs.
That's necessary sometimes.
Jerm.
Oh my God, I want to know, what is your favorite song ever written? Not by you.
Damn. I'm trying to take myself back. I want to say, there's this song called In My PJs by Zlo. And I remember it was like 2020, right when the pandemic started. Like perfect song for the pandemic, right? During this time, I had my truck and I was working security, like late night security. Like I was out late at night playing that song in my car, Diddy bopping like at fucking 1 a.m, bitch. Like, boy, I want to say that's my favorite song that I've written, only because it's so fun, but it's to the point, it's simple, And it's like I'm chilling in my PJs, not worrying about anybody else, not worrying about what the world has going on outside. I'm here in my element, chilling,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in peace. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I fuck with that song "In My PJs" by Zelo.
That's your
You guys
vibe
should,
for sure.
yeah, you guys should check it out. I promise you will not be disappointed. But I guess I could ask the same question to you, or do you have something to add?
You know, I was waiting on you to ask me, girl. I am
Yeah.
ready.
Okay.
You know this now.
Yes.
My favorite. Okay, so I have a lot of favorites, but we're just going to talk about songwriting right now.
Yes.
My favorite song ever written is, of course, by Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Who else?
Right.
She has a
I
lot to
thought you
choose
was gonna
from.
say Brandy. I thought you was gonna say Brandy at first, but Mariah is definitely.
So
T.
right now, I'm focusing on the people who are known for writing their records. Shout out to Brandy. Love you.
Yeah.
Love you down, babe. I love your voice.
Ooh.
Jerm, well, don't make it seem like I'm being shady, because if Brandy ever sees this, I hate you. Okay? Don't make it seem like I'm being
Brandy,
shady.
he's not being shady. We promise.
I love you down. I love you down. Okay, y'all, hold on. Sidetrack. Jerm was just on live yesterday in the studio, and he was doing backgrounds on one of his new songs. And why did he start in the background? I don't know if y'all gonna hear it because there's so much going on that song. But I was in the comments gagging at him doing the aphrodisiac, and he was telling the engineer, "I want to do the Brandy." I said, "That nigga don't know that song."
He did not know that song, indeed. But I mean, I hope he knew where I was coming from. But it was funny. It was fun. It was fun.
Okay, but back to my Mariah song. Okay, The Roof. I know you know that, right? I want to talk about The Roof.
I think you sent me that song before. Yeah.
Time, feel the need, I envision you. The low notes are crazy on that record. And you know, finally something that's in my range, bro. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
But I love that song. I'm gonna call it my favorite for right now because, for one, it's a Mobb Deep song originally called "Shook Ones," and I think it's pretty iconic to have a song popular on the radio in like 1997, or let's say the end of 1996, and Mariah Carey hears your song, likes the beat so much, and she's like, "I am gonna sample this."
Yeah.
Like, who samples a new song? Like, that's iconic. Yeah. So she literally told a story in her book about being in the bathtub, or no, not the bathtub. She was in a limo and she heard "Shook Ones," and it's the beat that you hear in the background of The Roof, but it's like them really rapping like hardcore shit over it. And she was like, "This would be really cunt as an R&B song." I don't know what made her think that. She said she went home, got in the tub, and literally started detailing interaction with one of her first loves.
Right.
Y'all, it's so cunt because the beat is we're in the club. It's 1997, and I don't know, were they diddy bopping back then? I don't know. They're doing whatever. Okay, hopefully not at the parties, but they were doing whatever at the clubs. Yeah. And Mariah is singing so beautifully over the record and telling a story about meeting the love of her life at that time, and you don't even realize how emotional and like heartfelt it is for real. Right. Because it's just a vibe. You got to look at the words and really read through it to hear every time I feel the need, I envision you caressing me. I go back in time to relive the splendor of you and I on that rooftop that rainy night. Mariah was down bad, baby. She was in love. Yeah. She said, every night, baby, I get down in my bed and I think of you. I speak your name. Maybe one day you'll come back to me. That's some real shit.
That is real.
Y'all ain't never been in love. I'm sorry. Okay. That's some real shit right there.
Okay, talk about it. That's real as hell. When you can't be with the one you love, baby, you be fiending like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do?
What Tony said, when you can't be with the one you truly love, do the best with the one you're with. Okay. Y'all don't know nothing about Tony.
It's the Tony boys. Auntie,
y'all don't know nothing about Tony.
Down today.
I love my old bitches. Shout out to all the girls that came before us. I love them.
Right. We love y'all down. Y'all definitely paved the way. Trust.
I don't get too much into the new girls.
I mean, I like that new Tyler song, Pushing on my buttons and no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. No. Oh, that's my shit. I'm sorry.
I would like it better if Jamil sang it. No shade. I just can't do R&B, Afro beats, whatever, black music with no seasoning. I just hate it. Where is the Lauries? Where is the Tonys?
The slap your mom. We need
all purpose. Give me something. Throw some seasoning on it, babe.
I do have a question for you, though. I think it's very interesting. Besides yourself, would you ever write for anyone else?
Yeah, Jerm. I've offered so many songs and you just don't take them. Y'all, back in the day, I would write a song that I knew I couldn't do, and I would be like, Jerm, I think you should take this. He would be like, okay, send it to me.
You wrote that 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Yeah. That was my shit. I was like,
it would have gagged had he actually did it. Instead, I had to do it, and it sounded crazy. But I wrote it at 20. I wasn't 21 yet. I was like, who is the oldest bitch I know? Jerm. He can sing this song. So it was all about being 21 and just feeling like you're about to set free. Can't nobody tell you nothing. It's crazy how we're older now, and that's like a baby, but I thought I was grown. Crazy. Yeah. But I wrote a song about it, and I wanted to sing it.
That was your version of I'm Grown Now by, what's that girl, Tiffany?
Tony Halley?
No. Oh. No, not that song. Bad. I know what song you're talking about, but I'm Grown Now. That song by Tiffany Evans.
All I got for you is... if you break my promise, you breaking up. Hey, when about your sweet thing, I can be your honey. That one, that's the Tiffany I know. I don't know nothing about all that other stuff. Oh, and Father, can you hear me? I'm calling on your name.
Why is he doing us like this? You are hilarious, bitch.
That's how she did it.
Okay.
She was singing.
She was. I mean, then you didn't know nothing else by her? I'm grown.
Promise Ring and Father, Can You Hear Me? She got both. She got a urban record. She got a gospel record. She was doing everything.
Okay.
Sierra said, I'm sorry. Y'all don't remember how Sierra came in on Promise Ring. I can't talk about it. You don't, for real?
I think she was rapping or something.
She was. That's what the gag was. I was like, why is Sierra rapping?
Exactly. It was so hilarious. Why is she here?
Well, it was a new artist on her label, so they wanted her to usher in Tiffany Evans.
Was her label?
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It's not Sierra's label, but like the label that Sierra was on at that time.
And they got her. Tiffany. Girl,
you know, like,
I'll be so irritated. Like, why the fuck I gotta issue the new black girl?
Now, now imagine her being like, I'm not singing for real, babe. I'll do a little rap. Okay?
Right. Like,
I'm finna break on the scene.
I'm like, why is Sierra here? Like, she not even...
Because if you see featuring Sierra, you might click on it. She was the hottest thing out. She was doing a favor.
They be setting my girls up. They be setting the girlies up for failure. Okay, they done already.
One thing about it, Jerm.
What?
Sierra can get on any one of my tracks and do a little whisper, a little.
CC, BB.
I'm a gag.
I'll be like,
CC and BB on the beat. Not too much on Sierra now, because she could do it.
We love Sierra, Miss Beauty Marks.
But yeah, so really answer your question, because y'all know I love to get sidetracked. I would love to write for people that I truly believe in. Like, I have to really like you. Because my songs are my babies. You don't just give your babies to random bitches. You give it to the bitches you fuck with, you know?
Right. Okay.
That sounded dirty. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. But
you said your songs are your babies. You just don't give them out to anybody, you know? You got to do them justice. I get it.
Okay, not my goodies, girl.
Oh. Here we go.
Don't have me singing all damn episode. You know that's my song.
I know.
All right.
I know. Yeah.
So I would love to, though. I just want to find people that I really want to see people that I really want to see blow, because I have hits that stick like grits. Okay. I'm playing, y'all, but I really do, though. So that's why really when my good sister is ready, I think she's gonna wait until she has like an album that she's pulling out. She's gonna call me and I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna have a record for you.
Yeah. She got her own label. So
I'm talking about you.
oh, you talking about me? Oh, of course. Of course.
That's why I say I feel like you, because you haven't asked me to write nothing yet. But
I
I'm
know.
assuming that you waiting until you sign the deal, baby. Put me on the official album, okay?
Oh, sir, you would definitely be there in the room. Okay. Okay. They're gonna be like, we gonna need writers. Oh, I got don't worry about that.
Yeah. Here
We
I
already
am.
got that taken care of. Hold
Here
on.
I am. But yeah, I'm not against it. I just don't want to do it in the typical format that people are used to seeing, where you wait around in a writer's room hoping that people mess with your idea and
Mm-hmm.
you might get
Or you sit in the studio
a
all
burger.
day. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
recording songs, and then the artists come in. They pick
I
and
don't
choose
like
from.
that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Oh, I do like that. Look, they hear my actual single and they
Yeah.
love that. Like, I'm not playing the Jennifer Lopez games. I promise y'all I'm not.
Oh.
If y'all ever see me on TMZ going off in somebody's studio, knocking shit over, it's because Jennifer Lopez came up in that hole and she said, I like that song. No, the hell you don't, okay?
Oh yeah, this gonna be my comeback single. Yep, this the one
The
here.
hell it is, bitch. I got you.
Ooh.
I got your comeback.
Baby, and then next thing you know, they done kept your vocals on there. They be like, oh, Jennifer Lopez can really get down there. Like, oh, girl, that stole all your nachos.
Not J-Lo hitting the baritone notes. Jerm, you crazy. You are crazy.
Girl, the gag.
Oh, gag. Hold on. As much as I'm not going for it, I'm also going to gag.
No,
That's something
for
like
real.
that happening.
Oh, Lord. Not you even. Oh, at least you'll be in the writing credits.
Hopefully.
Your
You know,
vocals
people
be-
have written good songs, like very popular songs, but because they didn't have the proper support at that time, whether it's like lawyers or just being signed to a publisher, they didn't get credit.
Oh, I would die. I would die. Oh,
Like multi-platinum records that your name is just not on, but you know you wrote it.
And I sat down at my little table with my pen and paper and writing down these lyrics from my brain. Baby, I would be sick. Okay.
That's why I don't want to go into it like, hey, I'm a writer. I'm gonna always be an artist first, so I lead with that anyway. But especially because of how writers are treated, you're not gonna think that I'm a person who can't do this record on my own, so you can do whatever you want to do with me.
Exactly.
A songwriter who is only a songwriter that has no intention of putting out records on their own, they may have more willingness to just let people take their babies and do whatever they want with them. Because Candy uses her records. Well, she did. Candy had an album like back in the day, and she's put out songs every now and again. But there are people not like Candy, because Candy can always put out music if she wants to. There are people who would never want to be seen as a artist for real. So they just write songs all day long and just ship them out to different camps, like who wants this, who wants that, and you hope you get a placement. My songs are much more important to me. They feel intentional when I'm making them. I don't want to finish the record if it doesn't feel like it really means something. Right. So I want to make sure it's going to a good home with people who are going to pay me for one, but also do it justice.
I know that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I love
What about you? Because you are, let's not act like I'm just the best writer in the world, girl. You are really good. And you've developed so much in the last couple of years.
I have developed. I definitely have. And that's, like you said, with me being intentional with what I'm trying to write. And not trying to just because I used to just put shit down on pen and paper, not thinking what the fuck I just wrote down. I'm like, okay, song's done, we got it here. And then, because even back then, I always felt like my writing skills weren't up to par in the beginning. So I definitely wanted to take that serious because I'm a singer, Of course, I can go in the studio and have somebody write something down for me, but if it doesn't make me feel anything, I'm not going to give it my all. So, of course, I had to buckle down and like I said, I had to rewrite verses and really focus on what I want to say for people to relate to and for people to, I guess, really take in and just relate to my music, because that's all I want for people when they get to my music, is just for it to be relatable. If it's not relatable, then sure, You know, I can always write more songs, but I've always wanted to have that characteristic when it comes to uh working on music. Because who, you know, I'm sure others producers and stuff, when they have a hand in their music, they care about the craft, and I
Mhm.
care just as much with songwriting about the
Mhm.
craft. So of course I always had to have that skill. You always have to have some sort of skill besides singing or besides playing instruments, you know.
Can I tell you something really quick?
What's up?
So the fact that you were a really talented singer, we talked about this in like the second episode. You've been doing it since way back in the gap
Yeah.
when I still sounded like a goat, right?
Okay.
So the fact that you were already really talented at that and you wanted to grow in your songwriting, and it wasn't just like, oh, I'll just get as far as I can off this, and then sooner or later
Exactly.
the
Because I would
Bryces
see
of the
people like,
world will write for me.
yeah, I would see
You
people.
said I want to do it and
Mhm,
I'm gonna learn how to do it better. That's gonna take you so far in this life because
mhm.
so many people, I'm gonna quote my girl, people
Uh-oh.
not pushing their pen anymore. They're just getting by.
They're just
So
getting
many
by
people are just
on
getting
quick
by.
singles. You know, that she.
You said I want to be better at this so I can do it for myself. Of course, if you need a record and you can't think of one, you might call a Bryce that just has
Yeah.
83 songs.
Right.
But you're gonna learn how to do it for yourself, so can't nobody
Mhm.
take that away from you.
Right.
All
Right.
right.
Okay. Put my name on the credit. I done have some words in this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I know artists who don't
Right.
write, and it's like, damn,
And
that's
can't
like not
read.
exactly. That's like not knowing how to read. You know what I'm saying? You can't write for yourself. I mean, that's like the
No,
fundamental
Jerm.
thing to do.
Jerm, it's not like not knowing how to read. They
That's what
can't
it feels
read.
like. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, that's what it feels like. It
The
honestly
girls
feels
can't
like that.
read.
Cause no, I'm not even going to get into that because,
Woo.
girl, that's
I'm
tea right there.
saying
That's tea. You know what I'm talking about as far as the
you
girls
put
not writing
Jerm, you put a
and wanting
college
other people.
essay, put a college essay in front of these hoes and see what the fuck happens with some heavy syllable words, like at least 2 or 3.
Mhm. Like the dictionary don't exist, baby. That's all you got to do is look it up. It's only one click away.
Woo.
Okay.
I'm not trying to sound like an elitist because I have an education, but
Yeah.
some
But
of the
some girls,
girls.
they don't write, and it's like, wow, like I can't believe you've been skating by like
And
this.
I want to say, when I say girls, I'm talking about everybody before y'all think I'm just bashing women.
Yeah, everybody.
There's a
It's
lot
not
of y'all
just
that can't read and write it. It's not just women.
women. Mhm.
But yeah, that is a great aspect to be actually intelligent. So
Yeah.
to be a great songwriter, you have to have a love of words because you want to
Mhm.
play with them. You want to flip them. You want to make it. Sometimes I take the simplest word and turn it into an entire record. I think I told y'all
Exactly.
about that. I took the term
He just fucking
ADD.
did it. Yeah.
What? Oh, earlier?
Yeah, earlier. But I would say just as much as I have a love for words, I have a love for melody too. Like I love
You're good at that.
yeah, like I love connecting melody and words and like just putting them in like a puzzle. That's just so fun to me. Like what singer doesn't love doing that? You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I will say the melody part is harder for me. Just like
Mhm.
the words come easier to me, the melody comes easier to you.
Yeah.
I find myself afraid of being repetitive, so I have to be very careful that I have not done this already, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. I get that. Cause
Yeah.
I sometimes be hitting that roadblock as well.
Okay.
But like I told you before, a bitch always hearing sounds in their head. Okay, like bitch, I belong in a straight jacket. The sounds I be hearing.
No, but you can hear it in your background. So I'll write a record and I might have the melody of the lead just because the music tells. Sometimes music tells me this is how the lead goes. I don't know why, but the backgrounds don't always come to me. So I literally have had to ask you, Jerm, like, girl, can you give me some oohs and ahs because I don't know what to do here.
Right. Okay.
So I just like you learn to be better at the words, I'm gonna learn to be better
The
with
melody.
creative melodies. I can always come up with a melody, but I want it to feel fun, like pull you in. The melody, just like the words are supposed to make you think, the melody is supposed to pull you in.
And I will say, you have been doing it with the records I've been listening to. Like, girl, you really been getting into your bag. Like, the tea is piping hot, girl. Like, I can't wait for the new people, because it was a song I said not the new. I can't wait for the people to hear your
New
new
music.
music.
Yeah.
But there was a song that you sent me a while ago, and I clicked on it on my files, and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh my God, this girl is really like giving it to like the words, the melody. I was like, wow, girl is taking it. I was so proud of you, bitch. No, I was like, wow. I said, I'm gonna keep this because this is cute. Like, I love this.
What record was it?
Damn, I gotta look through my files. But you was singing real soft, but it was real like full and deep. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow. Hold on, let me see, because no, not that one. Handle It Rough. Handle It.
Oh, you like Handle It?
Yeah.
Jerm likes Handle It, y'all. Y'all don't know nothing about Handle It yet. Hold on.
I said,
when y'all hear Handle It. When y'all hear Handle It, that's what I was talking about. Taking simple words and just flipping around it. The whole thing is like, I don't really think anybody could actually keep up with me. I say that in a way like, I'm talking about like a partner. Like, I there's some people I think are cool right now, but who knows what that's going to go. But generally speaking, I feel like I'm always either too much or I don't do enough.
Right.
Because the other person is too much. I haven't found my match in energetically speaking in a while.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking to myself, these niggas don't know how to handle me.
Right.
So I started from that point, show me how you handle it. But yeah, with Handle It, I literally took that small idea and turned it into an entire thing to where when you're listening to it, you may not even understand that I'm saying, I don't think these niggas can keep up with me in a relationship.
Right.
It sounds like I'm saying, can you handle all of this body, babe? Because that's really like, it's a double entendre. Could you literally handle it? Okay.
Okay. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Sis, that's okay. That's something there.
I had fun with it though, because
yeah, that's deep.
I take it just from an emotional place, and now we get playful. And it's like, when you see the baddest bitch in the room or the baddest nigga in the room, can you handle it?
Can you handle it if I go there, baby, with you?
Jerm, I want to know, what's your favorite song that you ever wrote?
Okay, so first it was Shades, okay, and it was Shades because I like the second verse. So tell me, baby, if I need to remind you. I was giving low key like rap singing on that, like that was my shit back then. And then it was A Line because I loved the pre-chorus. Yes, I really like that, and I made a remix to that song. I don't know. I just don't know when I'm gonna release it. But
can I do something on at the beginning?
Like what?
Like Wyclef, this is the remix. The radio bump the remix. You don't remember that? Okay. No.
Yeah. No, when Beyonce was like, when they were singing "Say My Name," and he was trying to like,
want you, I could see it in mine. We don't run one to say what's on your mind. Next time I see you, you give me a sign. When I ask you what to do, you hold it all inside. Baby was running for her life. Do you understand how fast that is?
Boy, you know you and me, I can see it in your eyes. I'm like, oh shit, bitch. Can she breathe?
That takes breath control.
No, seriously, girl. I'm literally 16. Out of breath. Girl. Beyonce is the queen. That's why. But I want to say A Line was my favorite song for the hook. I really love the hook. It just gave me a nostalgic feel.
It was fun.
It was very fun. And I want to say the new song that I really love, it's an unreleased song. I got a couple unreleased songs that I love that are my favorite. But the new one that I just recorded, it's a verse on there where I was like, I'm gonna sing it just because it's a cappella and y'all not gonna know what it is anyways until it's released. So the verse goes, I spent so many times trying to please you, but no, I could care less. I don't waste no time. You don't deserve my love. No, you deserve the bare minimum. Like, I love that verse.
Why is your vibrato so nasty? Let's talk about that. Why is your vibrato so fast? Like, Jerm, let me hold just a little bit of it. Oh my God.
Not let me hold just a little bit of it, sis. You are funny. But no, like that was really like, cause Garland was like, I love that verse too. Like he was telling me how much he loved it and he made the beat. And I'm just like, damn, like my girl is really like giving me his tea right now, like, because usually he don't say shit. So
I know.
Yeah. So
when our engineer says he likes something, you like, wait, hold on, because he don't ever really say nothing.
Exactly. He was like, "This is hit right here." I said, "Okay, bitch." I say that about all my songs. Don't butter my biscuits now, please.
I'm a bit self-deprecating, so I'd be like, I hate it. He'd be like, no, it's cool. I'm like, but you didn't say it was good, so I hate it. Okay,
exactly.
Then I finally do one that I like, and he like, yeah, I like this too. I'm like, see, I know what's good and what's not. I'm really honest with myself.
Mm-hmm. I think that pays for a lot of people, just to be honest.
Putting out no bullshit.
Exactly. Okay.
I want to tell y'all about something I wrote recently. It may never hit the airwaves for real, so I'm gonna just say it here.
He's lying.
Oh my god, but no, this is not one of the ones that is gonna really come out, possibly, unless I can salvage it. Because it's a bit of a mess, just because I be doing too much in the studio sometimes. But the songwriting there, baby girl ate that. Let me tell y'all what I did. It is called. Hold on, Jerm. I gotta find it. I don't know what it's called.
He forgot, y'all.
I write so many records. I write so many records.
So many records.
Aren't I always in the studio?
Right. Making music that nobody buys. Anyway, so.
Okay, Twisted. Okay. So, y'all, it's called Twisted Thoughts. Oh. This was one of those moments where I had to get really introspective. And I don't want to make this sad, but you heard it, if that's what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
So imagine if the vocals were better, okay? Just picture it, okay? Play along with me.
Okay.
Y'all, I was having a day about a month ago, and I just wanted to let it out because I don't like to let like negativity sit in my body. We pick up a pen or my phone for real, and we write it out. So imagine you're just having a cloudy day where you kind of are not on your
Zoom.
Why can't I talk? Kind of not on your Zoom. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And you want to give up. You don't know why you're even still going after the goals that you set, because you're just, for me, it really is just, I don't be getting a lot of rest. And so my brain, when it's not rested, is like, why does anything matter, Bryce? What is this for? Does anybody care? It gets really negative without rest. So I wrote it out. Oh my God. And I loved it so much because it just makes me feel, when I'm having good days, listening to that makes me feel like
a boss bitch.
Not a boss. It makes me feel like super grunge, super deep, like super like, bitch, I went there. Like, oh my God, you remember how sad you were that day? I dug so deep, especially on the verses. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't put the record out, I'm because I'm talking about it, y'all probably will end up hearing it. But even if I don't put it out, I'm so proud of the fact that I was able to go beyond the surface once again and really just speak directly from my soul.
Right.
It's always a feeling of accomplishment when you do that, which is why you and I are both championing being an intentional songwriter, because you feel it in the end. It's a sense of gratification.
Mm-hmm. You definitely feel a sense of pride writing your own songs, and it feels good. It definitely feels good, because for songwriters who dream of I don't dream of having my song on the radio anymore. But back then, that was the ultimate goal of having your song on the radio, okay? Mm-hmm. Having the girls hearing your shit on the top 40, on the top 100. Like, that was the goal. But, you know, exactly. Like, come on now. You had to be on the top 10 if you was going to be one of them girls, you know? But now that things have changed, streaming is a factor. And now people are looking for their songs to get playlisted. I feel like we as songwriters, we put so much effort into trying to make the perfect song, and we take so much out of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I write a song, I got to, after I finish writing a song, I got to take a break, because a bitch done dug down deep in the depths of her soul, child. Okay, like you were just saying, like how that song took so much out of you. We be putting our all into the songwriting. Yeah. I
remember now the reason why it felt so impactful to me, which is why I'm saying on my good days I can listen to it and really be proud of my resilience. the work that I put into the record, but also my resilience for the topic of the record.
Yeah.
It's about Twisted Thoughts is about, I don't want to say the S word, because it's deeper than that, for the fact that I wrote a song about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was called not Chasing a Thrill, Searching for a Thrill. It was called Searching for a Thrill. Nobody ever heard it because it's so fucking sad, right? But this is 2020. Everybody's locked in the house. We were all going crazy.
Yeah.
Me, I was ready to jump, babes. So I wrote a record called Searching for a Thrill, like literally just looking for something to bring you back alive and, you know, feel like you want to keep going.
Yeah.
And so I think at some point in that song, I wrote something about driving off a cliff or something like that. I don't really remember exactly because I don't like to go back to visit that because it was really dark.
Okay.
But in this song, Twisted Thoughts, it's on the lighter side because I told y'all that frontal lobe is crazy. The frontal lobe is almost done. I got a few more months on it. So I am able to see, like, even when you have sad moments, that has to be a part of life, but the happy is going to outweigh that.
Yeah.
So I'm able to see that it's not just a dark tunnel. There's light there. So I wrote a verse, and it's also that same rapping thing that we love to do, girl.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Beyonce.
She really taught us how. But it's been 5 whole years since I thought of... Should I sing it for y'all? I'm going to sing it for you.
Yeah, girl. Give us a taste.
It's been 5 whole years since I thought about jumping. Who I'm living for, I ain't got nothing. Used to be grounded, so dumbfounded. Always helping people that don't be around. When shit go down, I'm in a deep state now. Can I be relieved? Like, can I please step out? I'm a one nigga band, always had to carry. So one sweet day, Mariah Carey.
Okay.
It's no Mariah Carey. I just couldn't get that out, bitch. That's what I be doing in the studio, trying to breathe, and it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God. But so I said all that to say it was like a part 2 to a record that was never actually put out. But it's like I didn't jump, but it's been 5 whole years since I thought about it. I don't know. I just felt like, oh wow, you really went to a place of, I'm always vulnerable, you could say, but like sometimes it's like
deeper place.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like a playful, you know, I'm goofy as hell. So it's like a playful vulnerable. But this time it was like, no, that was like some real life shit. Because had I not had my wherewithal about me 5 years ago during that low moment, I might not see old BB here right now. So
Well,
why are you laughing?
Today. Huh?
Why are you laughing at that? Girl, I told you that hoe hates me. He over here. I'm over here telling y'all I could have been up out of here, and he cheesy.
No.
What is going on? Cut the cameras. Actually,
that ass. No, I wasn't laughing at you, girl. I was thinking about something that popped up in my head, but it wasn't like I wasn't laughing at your unaliving.
It was just a dark time. I didn't know where life was gonna take me, and I was just like, "What's the point?"
He was getting carried away.
I think, though, Twisted Thoughts, as of right now, hopefully y'all do end up hearing it. That probably is my favorite that I've written so far. Mm-hmm. But it's only going to get better even if it doesn't come out. So it'll be something else, I'm sure.
That's right. All right. We love that.
But, Jerm, have you had a spiritual moment that just felt so real to you while writing?
Girl, when I wrote Stupid Ass Bitches, I used to always cry to that song, girl. Like, that song used to...
I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. I love that.
I'll be so angry, sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? That song just evoked so much emotion in me before the release date. Like, I used to just listen to that song down, okay? Whenever I felt angry or just upset, I said, let me put on this shit because I'm ready to punch a bitch. That's how I felt. But that song, but I've also written other songs that's like I said, that would take so much from me emotionally. And it's a good thing because I love putting all my emotions into my music instead of just doing it in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can be out here punching bitches, you know? So writing songs and really putting all my emotions into my craft and really being intentional with my writing, it just makes me keep from crashing out on these hoes, okay? And I'm just saying that in the realest way possible. I've always written my feelings down, girl. Like, that's always been my thing. Okay, like
We the people are so grateful that you're not out
exactly.
here punching people.
No, seriously,
Cause
cream
my
soda
face,
is one of them too. Is
my face, I can't take it.
ex-
Jerm, don't
girl,
you ever put that pen down. We don't need you out here beating people up.
I'm no, I'm definitely because it's therapy at the end of the day, and I'm
It really is.
forever write my feelings down. I'm a forever, I guess, be a writer in that sense because I'm passionate about it, and it's helped me keep myself grounded. So
I totally know what you mean. That's my favorite part about writing these songs is actually going to the studio and completing it, and you just get to play it over and over and over again until the world hears it. Once you put it out into the world, it's no longer yours. Everybody has their opinions about it.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it's my baby still. It's just
exactly.
Like,
you have to.
I know that feeling.
Cherish that. Mm-hmm.
It's really spiritual. It's like a euphoric. Like I don't care what's going on today. I just recorded a song last night and we're bopping all day long.
Exactly.
You know?
Like I'm going to listen to the next day at work all day. Like yeah,
I can't wait for another moment like that. I'm going to the studio twice this week. I'm excited. Okay.
Right. Yes, sir.
Y'all,
period.
I might let y'all know if I come up with something nasty.
Okay, like y'all don't understand how it's like coming home with a new toy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like making a new song. Like it's y'all don't. The feeling every time, it's like you said, giving birth to a new child. You know what I'm saying? And loving that child. It's like, oh, this is my baby. Like it's just. It's,
and then the people that you trust, you be like, oh, I got a song I want you to hear.
Yeah, like
it's a secret for some reason.
It's definitely girl. Okay, because you don't want people to. You don't want people to know your tea, okay? You don't want people to know you have Montana.
But you know it's a nasty record. Like
it's a nasty record.
Y'all gotta hear this shit, okay?
And for me, like I don't want people to hear my songs like in the premature stage only because I don't want them to judge too early. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want them to judge in a way that they can't judge it at all. So they have to be silent. Yeah. And it's like, oh damn, I ain't got nothing bad to say about the song, so I'm just not gonna say nothing at all because I've been through situations like that. So it's just songwriting. You
wait till it's a fully fleshed out idea, so where everything that you thought is on the paper, now they can really have an opinion about it.
Exactly, and if they don't have an opinion, that's good too, because bitch, you ain't got shit to say.
I think I send myself to people like you that I know is gonna have feedback. If we try that one time, if you don't give me a reaction to this record, you're never getting another sneak peek, babe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, girl.
At least tell me you hate it. Like, give me something.
Yeah, give me something, girl, please. So, my question to you, for us to close, what lessons have you learned through your songwriting journey?
Now, oh my gosh, that is such a great question to get on up out of here with. Because y'all, if y'all didn't know, Jerm's ready to go lay back down. Okay,
baby, I'm ready to eat. The food smell good. Okay.
So let's help our sister get on back to her man for he get in trouble. Okay. So what lesson have I learned? I've learned so many, but I'm just going to pick one really fast. Oh my gosh. Patience. I have a terrible thing about patience. Like I don't want to wait for anything.
Yeah.
But those songs that really matter sometimes, they come out. Sometimes the songs just flow out like water. And it's so easy. But there are those songs that really, really matter that you got to take multiple days on. That Jerm was saying you have to rewrite. You got to come back to it. You got to think about it again. You might get to the studio, record a verse, and say, it's just not feeling like I thought it would. That don't mean the song is a scrap and you just throw it away. Revisit it. Oh my gosh. Be patient. Don't freak out and say, oh, this song sucks.
Yeah.
Take a breath. And I think you told me that before. Take a breath, bitch, and just try it again. Oh my God. You go back the second or third time, and now you've made your favorite record ever.
Yeah. It takes time. Think
it teaches me in life in general not to get overworked with the now and just focus on doing my best and know that I can be having a troubling time with the record. Like I was talking about Twisted Thoughts. Yeah. I don't really like how it sounds right now, but I'm also a harsh critic on myself. But I know that if I take another hour in the studio with it, I'm going to pull it back here, push it up there, tweak. And now I love it. So it's taught me to not be as hyper as I am, even though I'm still very hyper.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Now that's a good answer. And I would say I suffered with patience as well. because I was so caught up in trying to put a song out because other people was putting out music and other people was doing this and stuff. So
Talk.
I used to always rush my music, and it didn't take until I had to just truly sit back and just be like, I don't want to just push out anything. Like, this stuff is gonna be around forever. So why not give it my all and put in everything that I got into these songs? And yeah, it's gonna take some time for some of the songs to come into fruition. But Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's always better to build you a foundation. Just when things do blow up, you have something to fall back on, and you got all these songs that you worked so hard on that you can give to people to connect with for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most rewarding thing to come out of songwriting. So yeah, I fucking love it. I would never ever let it go. It's been my love since I was 12. How long you been songwriting, BB?
You want that to be my name so bad.
I
think 12 is when I first wrote that song that we talked about in the second episode.
Okay.
I think that was like 12.
Yeah. So it's only up from here as far as songwriting goes, I would say.
I love that it can go anywhere. Like we never stop creating. So imagine how many records we'll have completed by the time we're 30.
Exactly.
And then you can go back and look at what we were doing in our 20s. It's so cool.
Girl, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. You're gonna make me cry thinking about that.
I was over here thinking about that while you were talking. I was like, that's so crazy. We're documenting our lives, but in music form.
Because you're gonna be able to go back to this music and be like, damn, that was around the time I was going through this, and wow, like look at where I am now, So
yeah,
okay, I fucks with that. Wow,
I love that.
It's like our autobiography.
It really is. That's what I was gonna say. Don't be afraid to celebrate yourself and go look back whatever type of creative thing that you do, go look back at what you have done. It will bring you so much joy. Even if you do feel like, oh, I should have did this better, I could have did this differently. Now you know better. So that's all that matters. But to look back at your young, fiery, uninhibited self is so fun for me. Because Bryce at 21 said a lot of things that I don't say now. So I'm like, oh, look at that baby just singing his little heart out.
Right. Okay. It's so funny. Wow. But yeah.
I love this episode specifically because of how much I love songwriting, and my good friend Jerm is a key.
Yes.
Jerm.
My big sis, she always gonna give the girls what they need as far as putting a good track together. Okay? He gonna tell it like it is. Say whatever the fuck he want to say, and if your feelings hurt, sorry, boo.
That's my favorite part. I be thinking what can I do to piss them off as I write?
Oh,
don't let me have a target, Jerm. Oh my God, that is the worst thing.
Because then it's gonna really sting. Okay.
The worst thing for you to do is play with Bryce, because, baby, when I tell you, I would tell the people, and he had short red locks with a. I don't know, bitch. I'm gonna start describing everything about you to the point to where you say, "Is this fucking play about us?"
The fuck going on?
I was describing Jerm with the red locks. If y'all didn't know,
he definitely
y'all not looking at him. But don't let me have a target. I really go in and let have. But
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
We're not doing no more diss records at this time. It's gonna be very positive and introspective. That's
we're
my
trying
goal
to
for this project.
uplift the girls this season. Okay.
To close us out, Jerm, do you want to tell the girls what your goal is for your project that's coming out soon, hopefully?
Well, I'm not planning on releasing a project, but I am planning on releasing some songs here and there. Just because I want the girls to, I don't know, because if I put out a project, I feel like the girls won't really get into it. So,
I know.
Yeah, so
you talked
I
about
just want to give exactly. So I just want to give the girls some singles here and there, fun. Maybe they will be fun. Maybe they'll be sad. Maybe they'll be, I gotta get my man back. But other than that, I want to say
not the begging and pleading song. You got it already.
I definitely do. But
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I just want the girls to look out for the songs that I do throw out there because they will be coming this year. We love you guys. Thank you guys for coming to the Anytime You Need a Friend podcast for another week. Make sure you guys leave a good review or a bad one. We would love to hear your thoughts or to see them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can follow us at the Anytime You Need a Friend pod Instagram. Okay, we don't have a TikTok yet again, but hopefully we'll get one soon so you girls can see us in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? But yes,
y'all can also find the full episodes with the visuals attached on Spotify. If you're on YouTube, you can see some clips. You can get into it. Leave us a comment, a like, a review.
Go ahead and subscribe. Thing, boo.
It's the Anytime You Need a Friend podcast on Instagram and YouTube, like he said. I'm personally at DAEYVIS, and you are
Home Cook Meal.
Yeah.
Y'all
should follow us and see what we got going on, because we're going to be here every week, but you should also see what we're doing throughout the week if you really want to be engaged.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But we love y'all.
Hopefully y'all have a great week, and we will see y'all next week.
Exactly. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Be blessed.
Whoa, ain't that your bestie?